Hi Flash Tube, it's Diane. Today is September 9th, 2023. I'm not home. This is not my bed. No. We are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My husband has a conference, and while he's doing that, then I'm here, which is fine. We'll be going home Monday. Yes. And then we have more travel coming up. A lot more travel coming up. But I went to this quilt shop just outside of Milwaukee, Patched Works. And I think they have a website. Yeah, patchedworks.com. Right here. Patchedworksplural.com. What did I get? What did I get? Well, I am still kitting quilts for baby number 9 and baby number 10. And for baby number 9, it's this one. It's a Studio 180 design pattern called Meteor Storm. I don't have a color printer, so if you want to see the color picture, just go to their website. It is not plural. If you make it plural, you end up somewhere. I had 3 of the fabrics, and I'm going to add this guy and these 2. So batiks, but this isn't a batik, but I thought this, it pulls all the other colors. It'll add some movement to the quilt. And I looked at the pattern to see where it's positioned in the pattern, and I think it'll draw your eye in more. So I have everything but the binding for his quilt, and I think I might just throw a simple black binding on. But I have to actually have the quilt done before I worry about the binding, because the other colors are this blue gray and these 2 reds. Because I found 2 reds in Branson on my way out of town. We went to a movie, went to Sound of Freedom. It's not the easiest movie to watch, but it was very well done. And then there was a quilt shop right there, and Shannon's like, well, you know, it's right there. So we did, and I found those. And it's interesting because they had Amish quilts for sale. It's called Ozark Quilts. And I think my husband has a better appreciation for the price of quilts. He's like, that's really that much? Well, yeah, all the fabric and the batting and the time, and those are hand sewn, so that adds to it. But then I'm also, for baby number 10, working on this one. I'm going to adapt this one. So I'm trying to get all of her fabric. She wants similar fabrics, not the exact same ones. And here's some fabrics that I've picked up already. Just a little sample sheet. Well, I found some more. I found this beautiful fabric, and this one, and this one, and this one. This is like the main focus now. I had another one I thought would be the main focus, but I'm shifting that to another part of the quilt. This is beautiful. It's just beautiful. And timeless too. And then I showed him in the Branson video, which one is this for? There's one with wreaths, and so I found a little bit of gingham. So I started kitting that one up. And I checked out their sale area and some patterns. This is Primitive Gatherings Swirling Leaves. If you made this one, it'd be a huge 100 by 100 inch quilt. But if you just made the blocks, you can make this any size really, really easily. And then this is also by Primitive Gatherings, Autumn Morning. I thought this one would be great for scraps. Scrap buster. And those are from my mom, because we're going to be seeing my parents pretty soon. And they had this one, Minnick and Simpson 4 flags. this one is going to go on my wall. So it's pretty. It's very pretty. They were not samples on the wall, but they were on this one. Rainbow Waves by Natalie Crabtree Arts Collective. That would be cute. Very colorful. Another stash buster. And they gave me a free pattern from their shop. So I can't show that. But here's their information. And they are also on YouTube. They have a channel, let's see, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want, you can scan the code. I have not watched them. I had not heard, when I knew we were coming to Milwaukee, I looked up quilt shops and found them. And they are in Elk Grove, right? Or is it Elk? Yeah. Or sorry, Elm Grove. Not very far from where I'm at. And I don't know about Milwaukee. Oh man. Part of Milwaukee is very old in their layout, and so the roads are very narrow, and yet you can park on both sides of the road. So yeah, if you've been in an older town, you know what I'm talking about. So I did that this morning, and then I went to the grocery store. Oops, that's gotta go in the bag. Just to grab a couple things. So I always try and have a box. When we drive, I try and have a box of Kleenexes because I never like what's in the hotel. What did I bring to stitch? I brought, I don't know if I'm going to work on them, but we will see. I brought my Fragments in Time. 2023. I have 2021, which I have not started. 2023 I have not started, or I did start. 2018 I have not started. That's 2023. Those I picked up at a freebie table on a retreat. And I have 2022. Yeah, so I have 2022, so set 1 is done. And I gotta work on set 2. And this is 40 count Woodland Brown. So I might work on that. And then I also have 40 count flax, or sorry, raw, that I started the borders for the 2023. And I saw Ronnie and Gary's video this morning, and I have parts 1 through 4, and parts 5 and 6 are now available. So I have to pick those up. If I don't stitch, my main thing I'm doing is I'm binding my daughter's quilt. This one, this quilt. I have a quarter of it bound. I'm hand binding it. I'm not hand binding quilt. I know some people love it. If you do, go for it. It just takes forever. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I thought I could do this in the truck on the way over while my husband was driving, but then some Wisconsin roads are very bumpy and I didn't want to stab myself. So yeah, it's a short video. This is an interesting hotel. And I don't know if I'd recommend it, so I'm not going to say what it is. It's not horrible, but it's just interesting. And we got here yesterday, and I had to go, he's at the convention center, one of the convention centers. And we went in a parking garage. Now, the convention center, 3 of the 4 sides are having construction. Like, they're rerouting traffic, so you are totally turned around downtown anyway. And then in the parking garage, the exit part is all under construction. No signs saying, okay, this is how you're supposed to get out. Because I'm like, well, I'll go down and whatever. And so I went the wrong way to get out of there. Oh man, I do not swear, but let's just say I invented new words. because I was not happy. There's no signage anywhere. I'm like, okay, you guys have this under construction. Obviously, you've had it for months. Some simple signage. Hello? Especially at convention center where you always have people coming from out of town. But Wisconsin, they don't like signs, I guess. I don't know. Some of the streets, there's no sign. And I'm like, okay, is this the street? You know, because the phone is saying, you know, turn left on this street. There's no signs. If there's signs, they're behind the stoplight, so you can't read them. It's not been fun. And then when I was coming back from the quilt shop, I didn't want to take the interstate. I thought, oh, I'll just take, because it's only a few minutes. Then there's this whole street carnival, so they blocked off like 4 streets and no signage again to say, hey, go this way if you want to avoid this. But I'm here. I'm going to watch some, I don't know, whatever I want to watch, YouTube, whatever, and just chill until I pick up my husband at 6. And then last night we went to dinner at the Crafty Cow. It was good. I would say my burger was a little overdone, but it wasn't burnt. I like my burgers just a little, you know, a hint of pink. But some really interesting combinations of flavors. And a nice atmosphere, nice people. This morning we went to the Mad Rooster. The portions, my husband and I look at each other, we're like, wow. Let's just say we have breakfast for tomorrow morning in the fridge over there. It was a 3-egg omelet, but it like took up the entire platter. So I don't know what they whipped into it. And they have gluten-free options. So I know some people are gluten-free. I said, I have to be gluten-free, so no toast or anything. She's like, oh, we have gluten-free toast and we have gluten-free pancakes. And that's why I had gluten-free pancakes, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna do. And it's been an adventure, to say the least. But in the future, we'll be traveling. We're gonna go see my parents in Rapid City, and oh man, the entire month of August has been doctor's appointments, and now 4 of my kids are in speech, and just wow, I'm just always on the go, going. And my mammogram's all clear, so if you need a mammogram, get one. Get an annual physical. I have one friend, she's like, oh, I'll do it someday. No, do it now while you're healthy, because then you got a baseline, you got history. Oh, but I don't like this. Well, be an adult. Be an adult, because it matters. Adulting is hard. It's just, I don't know why we're in such a rush to become an adult when we're kids. But I'm gonna let you go and chill, and I don't know if I'm even hungry from that breakfast this morning that I didn't finish all, and then we brought it all home, or here. And yeah, there was something else I was going to mention, but apparently it's not very important. So I'll let you all go and talk to you later.